What's up, Professor?
I'm thinking about our next move.
I'm tired of all this thinking and planning. When are we gonna get up off our hands and do something? We should be out there, giving NAR 9 kinds of hell.
Do you really hate them that much?
I don't hate all of them. I even have a few contacts who help me with trade. But on the whole, NAR is pure evil. They should be destroyed, pulverized, eradicated, buried, wiped off the face of the earth.
That sounds a lot like hate.
They took my mom and my friends from me. Those fuckers capitalize on human misery. What could be lower than that? Rented the area from a corrupt government to make billions of dollars in unknown, untested technology? And then they have your Tatiana. Should I keep going?
Right. Yes. Tatiana's why I'm here, and if I find out they did something to her, they will pay. But bringing down NAR is not my priority. I'm not here to make the world a better place.
But you should be. I don't get it. I could never understand why your generation made a pact with the devil.
What would you have me do instead?
Shoot the devil in the face, preferably with both barrels of a sawed-off over-under.
In the area you're so nostalgic for, you could be arrested for nothing whatsoever. Speaking out of turn, or purchasing bread without your ration card. And they'd round up your family too. In order to survive, you compromise. Sometimes that compromise is ugly.
I would have fought against my oppressors.
You'd have done shit. The KGB would have thrown your ass in Lubyanka in less time than it takes to buy a counterfeit watch in Red Square. But times are changing, I guess. Perhaps your generation will usher in the change we need, Olga.
I just remembered something, Mousy.
What is it? More rat stories or history lessons?
A cautionary tale. A wise Mousy can always find a tasty bit of cheese, if he's smart. But take care that the cheese isn't poisoned or sitting in a trap. You never know what you might find.
What are you talking about?
Ozesk, 1957. Kapow! Evil rats were stirring the pot, trying to stick their ugly little snouts where they shouldn't.
Yes, I remember reading about that. It was a chemical explosion, right? Huge quantities of cesium-137 and strontium-90 were released into the atmosphere. Wasn't that classified?
While you were reading about it, my mother had to live through it. The placid Teka River, so beautiful this time of the year. But after the boom, so poisonous.
Yes, one of many regrettable failures.
No, Mousy. What you call failure, I call a deliberate plan of the Rat King. He lured the silly little mouses with a chunk of smelly yet delicious cheese. But it was poisoned. And the cheese you are looking for may be poisoned as well, even if it looks delicious. So be very careful, little mouse. Whenever you sense these machinations in the shadows, you can be sure that the Rat King has a part in it.
I'll keep it in mind. Thanks.
Hey, Igor. How are you?
I'm all right. What about you? Have you started to regret joining our little suicide squad yet?
No way. I live for this kind of thing. And since Anton's death, it's personal for me now.
Hopefully you won't change your mind. Shadows, NAR, Chernobylite, it's all a bit overwhelming.
Years ago, I met a young pirate. Just a kid, really. I was part of a team retaking a hijacked cruise ship off the Somali coast. The kid's colleagues chained him to a machine gun so he couldn't escape, and told him to shoot anyone trying to board the ship. He was so scared when he saw us, he froze in place. The chain was too thick for us to cut, and we didn't know what to do with him. There was no way in hell we could turn our backs on a PKM. I could have knocked him unconscious, but a blow to the head with a rifle butt could just as easily kill him. So I did the only thing I could. I unloaded his weapon and broke the boy's fingers. On both hands, to be safe. When it was over, we brought him back to Canada. Trudeau found him a nice foster family. I understand you feel responsible for this mission, Igor, but I also have a stake in this. Trust me, I will do whatever it takes to see this through. Whatever it takes.
What can I do for you?
Hi, Olga. I was wondering if you could
I'd be glad to.
Fantastic. I'm ready to learn. Oh, great huntress.
No jokes while we're training or I'll smack you upside the head. Got it? Today I'll teach you how to stay alive a little bit longer. Knowing how to use a medkit, healing salves, and herbs is obviously important, but I won't be talking about that.
What are you going to talk about, Olga?
About resolve, grit, and determination. About having the guts to do what's right, whatever it takes.
I get what you're saying, but what does it have to do with survival skills?
You know the stories about people who achieve seemingly impossible feats in times of crisis? There's this tale about an old woman who somehow lifted a tram because her grandkid was stuck underneath.
I'm sure that's an urban legend.
Even so, with inner discipline and strength of conviction, you can sometimes surprise yourself. Let me ask you something. Are you willing to die for Tatiana?
Without hesitation.
Good. Now what you need to understand is that she doesn't need you to die. She needs you to live. Stay alive, Igor. It's the only way to see this through. Nice job. It's so great to work with someone who actually cares. I'm tired of whiny people's bullshit.
Igor McSpreegor. What's up, Chief?
How's life, Mikhail?
It used to be so much better around here. These NAR assholes are really throwing a chainsaw into my trading operations. It's a pity. Closed cities and nuclear reactors used to be a great place to trade. Uncle Misha, God bless his soul, if he ever had one, used to trade in Ozersk in the 50s. He actually witnessed the construction of the first Soviet reactor. Get this, a huge ass pit in the ground. Thousands of prisoners and soldiers working their asses off. Without heavy machinery, these fuckers were like the slaves building the pyramids.
What you call cool is pretty twisted, Mikhail.
Take a chill pill, Granddad. Don't you get it? It's all chaos. Always has been. Back to the story. The camp guards were totally unprepared to deal with this level of chaos and had to rely on hardened criminals to run the show. Misha told me about this colorful bandit chief who used to sit on a Turkish carpet at the bottom of the pit giving orders. He wore these puffy, exotic-looking sequined trousers and red shoes with pointy toes. As long as the guards provided vodka and some decent food, he kept all the workers in line.
I find that hard to believe. But hey, who knows?
It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. This place was very fucking special. And Chernobyl was too. Until everything went to shit. God damn it. I miss the olden days.
Mikhail,
Abso-fucking-lutely gathering and preparing.
actually,
What can I do for you, Professor?
I'd like to...
Sure, Igor. What can I do for you, Professor?
What's up, Igor?
Tell me about your time with Yura Kirpish.
Why the interest all of a sudden?
You tested me because you wanted to know who you were working with. Now, I'd like to know more about you.
Fair enough. Well, I did a few things I regret.
Like what?
The business he turned for its goods redistribution.
You stole from the rich and gave unto yourself.
Not myself. We used to have a, guess you would call it a fund. Something like a joint bank account. Everyone had to contribute. It was used to pay for our wages and bribe the police, but also to help anyone struggling, living in poverty. Yuri Kipish is one nasty motherfucker. He also takes care of his neighborhood.
He sounds like a real hero.
You don't get it. How could you? You never wondered where you were going to sleep at night or when you'd get to eat next?
A lot of people are born into poverty. They don't all become criminals.
A lot of people are living a life of quiet desperation. I don't agree with that. I don't give a rat's ass about other people's rights and wrongs. I define my own morality. Never ask for anything and make your own luck. That's my motto.
That's pretty dark. I guess you don't have much hope for humanity.
Oh, I do. I hope it fucks itself over for good one day. Once and for all.
I would like to...
Sure.
What can I do for you?
Hi, Olga.
I'd be glad to.
Actually,
The fuck you want?
Mikhail,
Have some.
actually,
What's going on?
do you think you could...
But I'll...
Maybe some other...
You're the boss.
Old-timer, Greenhorn. Word has it you want to pay a visit to the power plant.
Yeah. I take it you have something to contribute?
Camel. You'll need it unless you're planning on shooting your way in. That would be entertaining. Don't get me wrong, but it would also be fucking suicide. I know where our favorite oddball Tarracan stashed the NAR uniforms. He showed me before when I was doing a little job for him. You should grab those uniforms the first chance you get. Go to the building adjacent to radar control, 3rd floor. Pretty dumb place for a hideout if you ask me. You can't miss it, nobody can. Just watch out for the traps. I think he said they're voice activated or voice disarmed or something. Oh yeah, the old kook said something about the key hidden in the monument. You should probably get that first.
The day is still young, Igor. Don't waste it. Let's do something.
I am ready to continue.
You promised your friend something, and now you need to follow through. Sashko is like a live grenade right now. You promised your friend something, and now you need to follow through. Sashko is like a live grenade right now. One wrong move, and he'll explode. Be careful.
Do you know how many assholes show up here looking to join?
We must be famous or something. Who are these guys?
Ex-military, marks, even gangsters. Most of them get caught at the perimeter, but sometimes one will just waltz up to the front gate like he's selling magazine subscriptions. Unfucking believable. The audacity. They think they'll get brownie points for sneaking in. Fucking morons.
Then you make us look bad, right?
Exactly. Instead of impressing their future boss, they just piss off their future colleagues.
My sister told me a similar story. Some douchebag trying to impress their boss by shoving everyone else's mistakes in their faces. He didn't last long.
Interesting. What unit did she serve in?
Unit? What? No. She's in marketing, social media, advertising, that kind of crap. It's the same deal everywhere, though. You just keep on smiling and eating shit.
I see 2 trucks. One of them's loaded with explosives, maybe.
Danto, go down there and take a closer look, carefully.
What's that smell? Did someone take a shit out here or what? What was that noise? It's going down!
I've got the uniform.
Good. Now see if you can find anything on Ruslan.
Combat Ops to Team Rhino, do you copy? Team Rhino, this is Combat Ops. What's the holdup? We're dispatching Team Bravo. ETA 10 minutes.
Team Rhino, do you copy? Guys, what the hell's going on over there? They're coming, goddammit. The report, now!
I have a rock.
It seems they caught someone who enlisted under false name. They found out his real identity, Ruslan, and that he was wanted for double homicide in Moscow. My God, Sashko, I'm sorry. I think they killed him in order to deny any involvement.
So, he's dead. I don't get to ask my questions then.
What the hell is so important about these questions? This is your brother.
Yeah, seen as double homicide. It was our parents. I think Ruslan might have been involved in their deaths.
What are you saying? You think Ruslan killed your parents?
I have no idea what happened. I wanted to find out from him directly. Now I never will.
Come on. You know your brother better than that. You and him saved your mum from your abusive asshole of a father. Do you honestly think he would harm her?
Not intentionally, no, but maybe there was an accident, crossfire.
I know you didn't get what you wanted, but you should trust in your memory of Ruslan. I'll see you back at the base.
You're out of your goddamn mind if you think you're going back now. Whatever he did or didn't do, Ruslan is still my brother. I need you to avenge him.
What? You should think things through first. Get some peace of mind.
I don't want peace of mind. I want a piece of them. Mind the place and send those NAR fuckers back to hell.
I'm with you. Ruslan must be avenged.
Appreciate it. Now, arm the C4, grab the detonator, and hide in the hospital. Wait for the right moment and press the button.
I've got the detonator.
Hide. Wait for those fuckers to come back.
I see them.
Whenever you're ready, but don't hesitate.
Who's that? Some stumblebum is closing in on the checkpoint. Is that Mikhail's friend?
Blow it up before he gets any closer. Do it.
What? No fucking way! That old bastard is way too valuable! Don't you fucking dare!
You let me down, Igor. Do you know what happens to people who let me down? I don't work with them anymore. At the very least, I helped you, remember? It's unfortunate you chose not to return the favor.
I promised to help you find your brother, not slaughter anyone you pointed your finger at. I'm not a killer.
Everyone's a killer under the right circumstances.
You promised your friend something, and now you need to follow through. Sasha.
Who's there? Don't shoot.
Relax. Mikhail sent me. Are you his business associate?
His what? Ah, yes. Sure. Sure. I've been shot. I need help.
Mikhail, I found your friend. NAR did.
Fuck! Well, help the man!
Let me patch you up.
Thank you. I don't...
I'm looking for. Don't. Let me patch you up.
Thank...
I'm look. Don't.
You promised your friend something, and now you need to follow through. Sashko is like a live grenade right now. One wrong move.
I see them.
Whenever you're ready, but don't hesitate.
Who's that? Some stumblebum is closing in on the checkpoint. Is that Mikhail's friend?
Blow it up before he gets any closer. Do it. What? No fucking way! That old bastard is way too valuable! Don't you fucking dare!
I did it.
For fuck's sake, he's got important contacts! We drank vodka together!
Sorry. It had to be done.
It had to be. Fuck you! If that really was some vagrant wandering around, I wouldn't give a shit! But he was really fucking useful to me! Fuck!
Bloody fucking hell! You just blew that poor asshole into pieces! Why? Why did you do that? I needed him! You have no idea how this fucks things up for me!
I'm sorry. I know he was your friend.
Nah, he wasn't. But he was really useful. I'm disappointed in you, Igor. You let your emotions cloud your judgment and screw up my business.
Do you, have a minute?
For you, partner? Of course.
I can't stop thinking about what happened to Anton.
I know. I'm really sorry, Olivier.
He was one of the good guys, you know. And my friend. I can't help but wonder...
If we could have done something differently to save him?
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Only too well, Olivier. Only too well.
My favorite egghead! What have you been up to?
Fighting NAR, Shadows, Chernobylite, same old boring story.
Your everyday stalker chores, huh?
Sure. Hey, you never told me how you became a stalker.
It was a fucking slow process, all right. At first, I wasn't looking for anything specific. I was a wanderer, an urban explorer. When that didn't turn my crank anymore, I started getting into dark tourism.
What's that?
Well, it's like visiting places that gives you chills. Catacombs, mass graves, concentration camps, mausoleums, cemeteries, dungeons, mass murder scenes. Places that always seem to be under a shadow, with all this negative energy. I can always sense it with my third eye.
Well, that's a peculiar sort of holiday destination. Well, what were you hoping to find?
I'm not entirely sure. It was just cool to be there. Fukushima, Ground Zero, the Paris catacombs. When I came to the exclusion zone, something changed. I knew right away I was gonna stay here and make a living catering to my fellow tourists. Most of them were just Western idiots who needed a babysitter. But it was fucking worth it. This is me now, Mikhail the Stalker. Making a living in Pripyat, scavenging, wheeling and dealing, listening to dark voices. Cool, huh?
Yes, very cool. But I'm worried about these voices of yours. Perhaps you should ease up on the radioactive shrooms? Mikhail, you...
Caps gathering.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Gathering supplies seems easy enough, right? Well, it's fucking not. You need to know shit. For example, herbs with large leaves can often be found in the vicinity of their smaller brothers, or even beneath them, so being extra observant means additional stuff. Ready to put Uncle Mikhail's knowledge to the test? Okay, let's make a healing ointment. You need to find 2 mushrooms and 2 healing herbs. And because my time is so precious, I'm giving you no more than 60 seconds to find them. 3, 2... Ah, fuck it, just go already. Go fetch me some motherfucking mushrooms and herbs, Professor. Igor, 40 seconds left. Igor! Hustle, hustle, hustle! No dilly-fucking-dallying, you hear? All right, let's see how you did. Not bad, not bad. Let's work on the healing ointment now. All right, that's all for now. Well done! Good to see that big fat brain of yours doesn't get in the way of some real action. What's the matter, Mousy?
What can I do for you,
I'd like to read.
Sure, Igor.
Sup, Igor?
I'm okay. What's on your mind?
Exploring Pripyat sometimes reminds me of my life in Moscow when I was a teenager. We used to live in one of those awful cheap flats called Khrushchevka.
I remember that. I used to live in one as well. They were the epitome of communist architecture.
Right, small, narrow, and claustrophobic. Like a cage made of concrete. A scientist might say its size was inversely proportional to how much the family members hated each other. And somehow it seemed to shrink every year. There was this urban legend going round about the front door being too narrow to fit a coffin through.
I never heard that one.
So, it was better not to die inside. You feel me? I wonder all the time what really happened to my parents. I never even went to their funeral. I had to run. But that's a story for another day, I guess.
I'm really sorry about your parents, Sashko.